Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Ciao. Benvenuti. How is everybody today? Aperitivo. Happy hour here at the Sports Betting Pub.net. And yeah, you know what we're doing today, man? I'm going to show you all how to make pretty great pizza. Right through the process, too, from the toppings to how everything works, man. I'm going to start you off with the yeast, walk you right through everything from proving ingredients, all of it. And right now, I have next to me, if you can see it, my yeast is already nice and frothy. Yes. Now, to start this process, man, yeah, we're talking how to make pizza dough today, baby. I hope you're all excited, man. This is cool, right? All right, so we're making pizza dough. How to make this yeast like this? Now, you take a quarter cup of water and you take a full cup of water. Throw it in a little bowl like this. Take a spoonful of sugar, throw it in there and mix it all together, okay? Now, take a packet of yeast. Any packet of yeast will do. I use Red Star. Use Red Star yeast. Good stuff. Throw it right in there. Wait about 8-10 minutes. Frothy. It's frothy. Okay. Let that hang out for a minute, man. Okay. Now, I mentioned a whole bunch of sites I want to talk about today because without them, I wouldn't have all these ingredients. I want to thank supermarketitaly.com. Your flour is awesome, baby. I use their double O flour and their O flour religiously. I'm Italian. I want to thank the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival, HVGF.com. October 2nd and 3rd this year, the Garlic Festival is going on. You got to have your garlic bling, and you can only get this shirt at the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival, baby. Love it. Oh, wait, don't forget my other garlic shirt because I'm a garlic lover. If you don't love garlic, I mean, man, really? All right, so listen, here's what you're going to do is make your best pizza dough ever. Like I mentioned, this is nice and frothy now. Your yeast is ready to go. Okay, you're going to take your double O flour today. Now, you know, measuring, everybody thought, well, you got to measure, you got to flatten it out. Listen, it's always different. The humidity in the air. Today in New York, it's pouring rain. We're getting a lightning storm. It's humid here. It won't really ultimately matter how perfect you need to be with your flour. I take a cup of flour. Boom. I take second cup of flour. Done. Now you take a third cup of flour. And now I got to go to supermarketitaly.com and order more flour. All right. I have plenty, really. Other sites I want to mention too, World Spice Merchant. World Spice Merchant. I get my peppercorns, my white peppercorns, my Vietnamese peppercorns, and all my spices that are sitting in that thing come from the World Spice Merchant, unless I'm at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Mystic, Connecticut. I mentioned it on my pasta show. Spiceandtea.com in Mystic, Connecticut. You can get your bacon sea salt there. You can get your amazing, like I mentioned, your amazing black truffle garlic seasoning there. Bingo! So all four of those sites and all four of those, thank you. Because without you, I don't exist. Right? So, all right, you got 3 cups of flour sitting here hanging out, right? Wooden spoon, kind of give you a little pit in the middle like you would with your pasta, a little, okay. Now, you're going to take a quarter cup of oil, EVOO, if you will, another quarter cup, throw it right in there. Take that frothy yeast and throw it right in there. Take a shot of garlic salt. Throw it right in there, nothing major. Take a shot of garlic powder. Just a skosh. Little bit. That's it. Time to stir the dough with your wooden spoon and just watch it all come together. You can obviously see it. It'll all just come together. Love it, man. Love it. You can already smell it, man. The garlic salt. Because you want your dough to have that garlicky kind of tinge to it, man. I mean, there's nothing like starting your pizza dough and it already has that garlic flavor in it because you're going to put garlic on top of a pizza anyway. So this is all coming together so nice. God, it's so nice when you work with double O flour because you see how nice it comes together and it's already time to get my hand in there. And that was the other reason why I wanted to mention the websites too, because I have to be to the point where I'm not going to have a hand to talk to anybody or point out anything I have going on here. So again, really, thanks to Supermarket Italy for the flour. Thanks to the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival for all the stuff you guys do every year. October 2nd and 3rd this year in Socrates, New York. Gotta get to the Garlic Festival, man. Gotta have it. So fun. Everything garlic. I mean, I even have my double roasted garlic, Tony's Tuscan topping garlic, but this is not just that. This is salt and pepper. I take the sea salt and all my peppercorns and just throw them all in one. So when this is a grinding, it's giving me salt and pepper together. Love it, man. So, all right, I'm going to get my hand dirty a little bit. You see how this is coming together. It looks already like a dough, right? Isn't that cool? Yeah, wooden spoon time. Bye-bye. Now, got to get your hand a little oily. Oily? A little floury, because it's time to get in there, man. Your wooden spoon's done now. So, we're getting in there. You really won't have to add any flour. You won't have to add anything to it. It's all just going to come together like you expect it to be. If you ever worked with any kind of a dough before, even if you haven't worked with any kind of a dough before, it's going to come together for you. So you can see how nice. Look how nice that looks already, right? I mean, it's already a nice big ball. And again, the smell, when you put the garlic powder and the garlic salt in there together, again, your dough is just going to taste phenomenal. And look at that. Ugh. And you're going to want to do that here and there. Every once in a while, you got to need the dough, man. If you don't need your dough, you don't love your dough, and your dough won't love you back. That's it. And again, I'm going to throw my hand in here just to give it that natural flour so my hand doesn't just completely stick to it. And yeah. So good. All right, mash it up a little bit, man. Take your time. Roll it over. You can punch into it if you like. You can knead it backwards. And you know what, man? There's no wrong way. Anybody who thinks, well, you got to do it that, no. You do it how you feel comfortable doing it. There's really no rhyme or reason to it other than just making sure you're kneading the dough and then getting that excess air from the yeast all out of it. So you smash it down. You're going to have to do that. Sorry if that made anybody go, oh, my God, what's he doing? You got to give that little beating and throw it in there nice. There you go. Now you can see how nice. It's all just coming together, man. One more little slam. Boom. Now, what you're going to do is prep your proving station. Now, listen, man, everyone thinks, well, I don't have a proof station. I don't have a proving oven. You don't have to worry about any of that. You won't need it. All you need is a couple of lights that you can get close to everything. Rothers, of course, hanging out. I throw my proofing right in here, man. That's it. Take a shot of oil. Again, just drop a little shot in there. You don't need a lot. Honestly, take a little paper towel. Give it a good little roll around, man. A lot of people suggest you use like Pam or cooking spray. Oh. Stop that. No. Now, this is so beautiful. My goodness. I mean, everyone says, well, you got to roll into a ball. All right. You know what? You really don't need to because it's going to expand and blow up in this thing anyway. So I'm happy with this. You should be happy with that too. It's already doughy and like a base for pizza, right? Now, boom. Throw it right in there. Grab a towel. Any towel will do, man. I like to use these kind of towels. It's not like a cloth towel. It's like cloth towel, cotton towel. Throw it right over the top. Let it sit there together. Bring it to your lights. I have 2 light bulbs here. Double light bulb. Right here. That way I can control the temperature. And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. You leave it there. You know what the temperature will be because if you put your hand that close to it, you'll feel it's about 80 degrees, 75 degrees, which is proving oven really is going to be anyway, okay? Now, when this gets done, about 100, set a timer for 100 minutes. After 100 minutes, you're going to see that this thing's just going like this. The yeast is doing its thing, man. That is so fun when the yeast does its thing. It's fun even watching the bowl when you're watching it just go, wee. So cool. I love watching yeast. I love playing with yeast. Yeast is fun. So after 100 minutes, you're going to take it out of here, bring it back to your station, poof it. Just get that air out of there, okay? Now, you're not done with the proving yet. Don't think only 100 minutes is going to do a lot. I see a lot of people recommend 90 minutes to proof. No. You do your 100 minutes, okay? You punch your air out of your whole flour, or your whole pizza dough. Now, you pick it back up, and in your bowl, after you punch it down, in your bowl, you're going to take it out, throw a little flour in the bowl, flip it over, and throw a little flour on top. Just sprinkle a little flour on top. That's it. Let it re-proof for another hour. I say an hour. 2.5 hours is okay. 3 hours is really nice. And if you go to 4 hours, it's okay. You can let it sit. You go, oh, man, I let it sit too long. No, you can't really overproof it unless you let it sit for, obviously, a day or something. But no, listen. If you go within 2.5 to 4 hour range, you're okay. But I do it 100 minutes first. Punch all the air out of it, flip it over, flour it up a little bit so it's not just a big tacky piece of goo. Because when it sits in the bowl, it'll get a little tacky over time. Okay? So let it sit there. Now, when you take it out and you're done with that second proving, man, stock toppings. Now, my wife loves prosciutto and mozzarella. It's prosciutto and mozzarella. Can't miss. You can't miss putting, of course, with the gravy, you always take your red sauce and when you're laying out your pie. Now, what's cool about this particular thing is I use cast iron when we don't have a pizza oven. I just use a cast iron pan in a 475 degree oven. That's it. 10 minutes. After 10 minutes or so, check it. But before you even get there, you can get like 3 pizzas out of this if you're a thin crust kind of person. You can get 3 nice flat pizzas in there, or 2 perfect little 12-inch pies. I mean, you see how big cast iron is, right? Fill this whole thing nicely with it ends up being like that thick of the dough. You can get 2 of those out of this. So you make 2 pies. And like I said, with the toppings, prosciutto and mozzarella, and my wife likes to throw some spinach and garlic on there. That's it. Put your gravy on your pie, throw on prosciutto, mozzarella, garlic, and spinach. Now, for the other one, I'm making today, let me step out the picture a little bit here. Because today I'm going to have my fresh meatballs that I always make. Told you, Kenny. I told you, Kenny. My fresh meatballs are just a little better than everyone else's, man. I have the recipe. Man, I should do my meatballs next probably, right? Because there's 18 ingredients in my meatballs. And you're like, oh, no, that's too much. Oh, no. If you use the right ones, they will work. Oh my God, they work so well together, man. God, they work very well. So yeah, on my pie, I'm gonna have meatballs, green pepper, red pepper, onion, and garlic. Oh, like I get red sauce, meatball, man, with mozzarella, meatball, mozzarella, garlic. And then, of course, when you're done with it all, I always throw on a little pecorino romano, salt and pepper with my little salt and pepper grinder there. Just go all around it. It's time to eat. Mangia. And that's it, man. I don't know what else I can really do to help you make your pie. I mean, when your stuff does get out of that second proof, you definitely want to have a little cornmeal. Get your bench all nice, you know what I mean? And take a little more flour. Throw it out there. I throw maybe 2 to 1 flour to cornmeal. So when you're done with your second proof, put it on here. Get your hand in there again. Get a little flour on your hand and all that. And you'll be like, yeah, this is working nicely. It'll all come together. So when you're making your pie, hey man, if you're good enough to be doing the flipping the pie stuff, man, cool, good for you. You don't really need to. I don't use a rolling pin because you don't use a rolling pin. definitely just kind of move it. You know what I mean? After you take your big ball out of there, cut it in half, and you're going to get 2 pies, like I mentioned. So make sure you do this for both pies. Have a shot of cornmeal, 2 shots of flour. 2-to-1 flour to cornmeal. And just let it sit, play on your bench with it. Then end up just flattening it out, making it a round little circle so it fits in there. You're done. Dinner is served, man. That's all. That's all I wanted to do here today is help you know make your pizza a little better, man. Of course, your toppings, you can play with whatever toppings you want to play with. It's your pizza. I'm just showing you how to make the whole thing, man. You know what? Everybody can put, if you're a vegetarian, of course, go veggie pizza. It's okay, man. It's just bread. Just bread, you're okay. Obviously, if you want to use white sauce, red sauce, whatever you want to use, man. I call it gravy. More true Italians, really, we call it gravy. Whether it's red, brown, whatever it is, it's all gravy to me. So I hope you enjoy this gravy, man. You know what? Thanks for hanging out today. And I hope I helped you learn how to make a little pizza pie. Mangia, all right? And thanks for joining me here in the Sports Betting Pub. And again, thanks for Supermarket Italy for the flour, the Garlic Festival for all the garlic stuff that you throw me, the World Spice Merchant at worldspice.com for all the seasonings they give me. And the Spice and Tea Exchange, of course, in Mystic, Connecticut. Thank you very much. All 4 of your sites, I appreciate the heck out of you guys, man. Very cool stuff that you offer to people. All affordable, all cool people. You'll deal with the best people ever, too. That's the coolest part about it. It's not just the sites. It's the people you talk to when you go to those sites and talk to the people who answer the phone. They're like, cool. You're like, oh, you know what? I didn't know. You never know what you're going to get. You get cool people at all 4 of these sites. Bingo. Of course, you go to HVGF on the Facebook page, too, for that garlic festival this year. Hopefully, if Lisa and I are in town, we have a big trip coming in September, but if Lisa and I are in town, we're going to the garlic festival again. Of course, it's the garlic festival. All right. Again, ciao. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to y'all later, all right? Hang out, man. I'm Chef EJ, sportsbettingpub.net. Now, that aperitivo is over. See y'all later, man. That's awesome, right? Awesome.